हे संसार में बिखरे हुए लोगों, विवेकहीन और श्रद्धा रहित संशय युक्त मनुष्य परमार्थ से अवश्य ही भ्रष्ट हो जाते हैं। ऐसे संशय युक्त मनुष्य के लिए न तो यह लोक है, न परलोक है, और न कोई सुख ही है।
O scattered people on the earth, persons who possess neither faith nor knowledge, and who are of the doubting nature, suffer a downfall for the skeptical souls. There is no happiness either in this world or the next.
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे।
हे मनुष्य, गीता किसी विशेष व्यक्ति, किसी विशेष जाति, किसी विशेष वर्ग, किसी विशेष पंथ, किसी विशेष देश काल या किसी रूढ़िवादी विचारधारा वाला व्यक्ति का ग्रंथ नहीं है, बल्कि यह प्रत्येक जाति, प्रत्येक धर्म, चारों वर्ण, पाप योनि, चांडाल, पापी से भी महापापी, प्रत्येक आयु के प्रत्येक स्त्री पुरुष के लिए अर्थात सबके लिए है। सचमुच गीता संपूर्ण मानव जाति का धर्म ग्रंथ है। और कितने गौरव की बात है कि गीता आपका धर्म ग्रंथ है। ओ मैन, गीता इज नॉट अ रिलीजियस बुक of any person, any particular caste, any particular class, any particular sector, any particular country, or any orthodox ideological person. Rather, it is for every caste, every religion, the four varnas, born of most lower family, the greatest sinner, or more than the sinner, of every age, every man and woman, that is for all. Truly, the Gita is the religious book of the entire human race, and it is a matter of great pride that the Gita is your religious book. Scattered people on this earth, this program is such a journey that will change your life. This journey will take you to the destination of salvation and happiness. Watch this program comfortably, observe and go with it while watching. Do not allow the mind to inquire or analyze it. Do listen to the word and get immersed into the word, and listen to the words one by one and drown in the words. Just keep listening to the words and keep watching whether you reach the destination or not. It is only for you. You are a drop of light in this creation. You all have only one search, the door of salvation and the attainment of salvation, as well as the search for blissful life on this earth, good health, infinite peace, knowledge of good fortune, and eternal life. In any case, the joy of salvation. To achieve all these things, happiness and eternal peace, every human seeks Gurudev. But can you find it? Yes, it can be achieved. These all are possible only when the authorized Guru or Son of God arrives on this earth. It is the Aadishri Arun who is Son of God. By following whose path, you will achieve all these things, because Aadishri Arun is the only way. So, let's start the journey.
Today we have met the Almighty. Prabhu, we are your devotee. We glorify you from deep within. Shower us with your blessings. Prabhu, shower us with your blessings. Prabhu, shower us with your blessings. Today we have met the Almighty. Prabhu, we are your devotee. We glorify you from deep within. Shower us with your blessings. Prabhu, shower us with your blessings. Prabhu, shower us with your blessings. Created all of us, only you can quench our thirst.
Lead us the path of righteousness and bless us with happiness.
Prabhu, bless us with happiness. Prabhu, bless us with happiness. Today we have met the Almighty. Prabhu, we are your devotees. We glorify you from deep within. Shower us with your blessings. Prabhu, shower us with your blessings. Prabhu, shower us with your blessings. To love everyone.
Rid our hearts of jealousy and let us always be your devotees.
Prabhu, let us always be your devotees. Prabhu, let us always be your devotees. Today we have met the Almighty. Prabhu, we are your devotees. We glorify you from deep within. Shower us with your blessings. Prabhu, shower us with your blessings. Prabhu, shower us with your blessings. Vishnu, your love is pure and true.
Help us to protect our dharma and purify our karma.
Prabhu, purify our karma. Prabhu, purify our karma. Today we have thanked the Almighty. Prabhu, we are your devotees. We glorify you from deep within. Shower us with your blessings. Prabhu, shower us with your blessings. Prabhu, shower us with your blessings. Prabhu, shower us with your blessings.
ईश्वर पुत्र आदिश्री अरुण, तेरा ब्रह्म ज्ञान व्यापक था, व्यापक है, व्यापक रहे। ब्रह्म ज्ञान रूपाय विश्व उत्पत्त्यादि हेत्वे तापत्रय विनाशाय आदिश्री वयं नमः। जो ब्रह्म ज्ञान रूप हैं, जो इस जगत की उत्पत्ति, स्थिति और विनाश के कारण हैं, तथा तीन तापों को नाश करने वाले हैं, उस ईश्वर पुत्र आदिश्री अरुण को नमस्कार करता हूँ।
हे ईश्वर पुत्र आदिश्री अरुण, काल प्रशासन की प्रेरणा से मैं आपसे मंत्रणा करने आई हूँ।
O son of God Aadishri Arun, I have come to consult you with the inspiration of Kal administration.
हे देवी, मंत्रणा कक्ष में आपका स्वागत है। हे देवी, वेलकम टू द कंसल्टेशन रूम।
अब आपको आज से ही कली पुरुष से टक्कर लेने के लिए तैयारी शुरू कर देनी चाहिए, इसीलिए मैं आपकी सेवा में आई हूँ। अब आप कली पुरुष तथा उनके प्रतिनिधि का विनाश करने के लिए अपने योद्धाओं को आदेश दीजिए। अब आप लोगों को उपदेश देने में समय को बर्बाद नहीं कीजिए।
Now you should start preparing to compete with Kali Purush from today itself. That's why I have come to your service. Now you order your warriors to destroy Kali Purush and his representative. Now don't waste your time giving instructions to people.
आपने काल प्रशासन के द्वारा निर्धारित किए गए समय से मुझको अवगत कराया है, यह तो बहुत अच्छी बात है। लोगों को उपदेश करने में समय की बर्बादी नहीं हो रही है। मेरा यह अवतार संपूर्ण प्रेम का अवतार है। यह समय तो मुझे मेरे भक्तों के बीच प्रेम लीला का है, जिसमें लोगों को महसूस करवाना है कि सबसे पहले ईश्वर ने मनुष्य से प्यार किया, मनुष्य ने नहीं, मनुष्य तो बाद में प्यार किया। पूरा जगत ही उनके प्रेम के आकर्षण का परिणाम है। You have made me aware of the time fixed by the Kal administration. It is a very good thing. There is no wastage of time in preaching to the people. This incarnation of mine is embodiment of perfect love. This is the time for me to play love among my devotees, in which I have to make people realize that first of all God loved man and not man. The whole world is the result of the attraction of this love.
परंतु आज की राजनीति में उसका प्रयोजन क्या है?
But what is its purpose in today's politics?
उसका प्रयोजन है मनुष्य को यह सिखाना है कि प्रेम के बिना सृष्टि नहीं है, और यदि सृष्टि हो भी गई तो प्रेम के बिना मनुष्य का जीवन अधूरा है। केवल राजनीति ही जीवन को पूरा नहीं करती और ना ही वह जीवन का लक्ष्य है। जीवन का अंतिम लक्ष्य है प्रेम, केवल प्रेम, क्योंकि वहीं से भक्ति का रास्ता शुरू होता है। Its purpose is man has to learn that without love there is no creation, and even if the creation is done, then without love the life of man is incomplete. Politics alone does not fulfill life, nor is it the goal of life. The ultimate goal of the life is love, only love, because from there the path of devotion begins.
वो सब तो ठीक है, परंतु आज के समय में अमेरिका तो सुपर पावर है ही, लेकिन अमेरिका को छोड़कर 3 और देश सुपर पावर बनने का ख्वाब देख रहा है। आज की राजनीति ये कहती है कि अनेकों परमाणु बम से विकसित शक्तिशाली कई देश हैं, जिस पर कली पुरुष के प्रतिनिधि का शासन है। वह इस धरती को मनुष्य शून्य बना देने के लिए तैयार बैठी है। वह देश इस धरती को मनुष्य विहीन कर दे, उससे पहले इस शक्तियों को नष्ट कर देना चाहिए।
That's all fine, but in today's time, America is a superpower. But except America, 3 more countries are dreaming of becoming a superpower. Today's politics says that there are many powerful countries developed with many atomic bombs which are ruled by the representative of Kali Purush. She is sitting ready to make this earth human void. These powers should be destroyed before those countries make this earth humanless.
उसका समय आने तो दीजिए। Let this time come.
पर वो समय कब आएगा ईश्वर पुत्र?
But when will that time come, Son of God?
आने ही वाला है, परंतु अभी नहीं। अभी तो ईश्वर पुत्र आदिश्री के संपूर्ण प्रेम लीला का समय है। विनाश का लीला आरंभ करने से पहले ईश्वर पुत्र आदिश्री अरुण मनुष्यों को यह संदेश देना चाहता है कि अंततः केवल प्रेम ही सृष्टि का आधार है और प्रेम ही जगत का सार है। It's about to come, but not now. Now is the time for the complete love Leela of Son of God Aadishri Arun. Before starting the Leela of destruction, the Son of God Aadishri Arun wants to give this message to the human beings that ultimately love is the basis of the creation and love is the essence of the world.
प्रेम ही सब वेदों का सार, प्रेम ही सब वेदों का सार। आदिश्री की परम कृपा से, आदिश्री की परम कृपा से हो जाए भव से पार। प्रेम ही सब वेदों का सार, प्रेम ही सब वेदों का सार। प्रेम के रस्ते पर चल कर ही, प्रेम के रस्ते पर चल कर ही अमृत सागर नदियाँ आए, अमृत सागर नदियाँ आए। इस नदिया से आगे चल के, इस नदिया से आगे चल के प्रेम के सागर में खो जाए, प्रेम के सागर में खो जाए। भक्ति के संग संग मुक्ति भी है, भक्ति के संग संग मुक्ति भी है। हो जाए भव से पार, प्रेम ही सब वेदों का सार, प्रेम ही सब वेदों का सार, प्रेम ही सब वेदों का सार।
वाह वाह, आपके जैसे संगीतकार के संगीत के शब्दों में उस परम शक्ति की कैसे व्याख्या है। वास्तव में संगीतकार की दूरदृष्टि ही समय की सीमाओं को लांघकर उस परम शक्ति को देख सकती है कि वह शाश्वत है। वाह! What is the explanation of the supreme power in the words of music? The words of music of a musician like you. In fact, only the foresight of the musician can transcend the limits of the time and see the supreme power that is eternal.
खो जाओगे राधा गोरी, ऐसा मौसम है, ऐसा मौसम है। उतर कर अंबर से तारे झिलमिल कर प्यारे,
सुंदर राजकुमार बनकर नाच करते हैं हिलमिल सारे।
ये कितना दिव्य नजारा है,
प्यारा स्वर्ग हमारा है। राधा पूछे शाम से, राधा पूछे शाम से, कह दो कन्हा कैसा मौसम है।
सोने जैसे दिन और चांद जैसी रात हैं, सोने जैसे दिन और चांद जैसी रात हैं।
हीरो के महल पे जवाहर की बरसात,
सोने जैसे दिन और चांद जैसी रात हैं, सोने जैसे दिन और चांद जैसी रात हैं।
हीरो के महल पे जवाहर की बरसात, सिर पर मोर मुकुट धारे, देखल कल जमुना किनारे।
है सुंदर राजकुमार बनकर रास करते हैं हिलमिल सारे। सोने जैसे दिन और चांद जैसी रात हैं, सोने जैसे दिन और चांद जैसी रात हैं।
हीरो के महल पे जवाहर की बरसात,
सोने जैसे दिन और चांद जैसी रात हैं, सोने जैसे दिन और चांद जैसी रात हैं।
हीरो के महल पे जवाहर की बरसात, सिर पर मोर मुकुट धारे, देखल कल जमुना किनारे।
है सुंदर राजकुमार बनकर रास करते हैं हिलमिल सारे। सुन के खो जाओगे राधा गोरी, ऐसा मौसम है। पावन मुखड़ों पे प्यारी मुस्कान है, पावन मुखड़ों पे प्यारी मुस्कान है।
बागों में
फजा में हम मन के गुब्बारे, दिशा में खुशी के फुवारे, है सुंदर राजकुंवर बनकर रास करते हैं हिलमिल सारे। ओ
राधा पूछे शाम से, हो राधा पूछे शाम से, कह दो कन्हा कैसा मौसम है।
दुनिया बनानी ऐसी किसने पुकारा है, दुनिया बनानी ऐसी किसने पुकारा है, बेहद गगन हो जैसे मिलता इशारा है।
सुखद संकल्प यही धारे, नयन वही नवयुग निहारे।
है देवी राजकुंवर बनकर रास करते हैं हिलमिल सारे। ओ
राधा पूछे शाम से, कह दो कन्हा कैसा मौसम है। ओ राधा पूछे शाम से, कह दो कन्हा कैसा मौसम है।
हो सुन के खो जाओगे राधा गोरी, ऐसा मौसम है। ओ ऐसा मौसम है, 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 ऐसा मौसम है।
कौन था ये? कोई दिव्य शक्ति थी, महाशक्ति। बस तुम्हें भी ऐसी ही दुनिया बनानी है।
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम् धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे संभवामि युगे युगे।
हे मनुष्य, गीता मेरा वास स्थान है और मैं इसी पर शयन करता हूँ तथा मैं इसी के ज्ञान के आधार पर तीनों लोकों का पालन पोषण करता हूँ। गीता संपूर्ण मानव जाति का धर्मशास्त्र है जिसमें प्रत्येक मनुष्य के मन में उठने वाली प्रत्येक प्रश्न का जवाब है। अर्थात गीता के श्लोक में मनुष्य के जीवन की हर समस्या का हल छिपा है। गीता के 18 अध्याय और 700 श्लोक में कर्म, धर्म, कर्मफल, जन्म, मृत्यु, सत्य और असत्य आदि जीवन से जुड़े प्रश्नों के उत्तर मौजूद हैं। गीता अपने अंदर भगवान श्री कृष्ण अथवा ईश्वर पुत्र आदिश्री अरुण के उपदेशों को समेटे हुए है। गीता को वेदों और उपनिषदों का सार माना जाता है। जो लोग वेदों को पढ़ने में असमर्थ हैं वे लोग गीता को पढ़कर ज्ञान की प्राप्ति कर सकते हैं। गीता न केवल जीने का सही तरीका बताती है बल्कि यह ईश्वर के अनंत रूप से ही आपको रूबरू करा देगी। इस क्षणभंगुर दुनिया में दुख, क्रोध, अहंकार, ईर्ष्या इत्यादि से पीड़ित आत्माओं को गीता अध्यात्म का मार्ग दिखाकर मोक्ष की प्राप्ति करवाती है। गीता में धीरज, संतोष, शांति, मोक्ष और सिद्धि को प्राप्त करने के बारे में उपदेश दिया गया है। हे मनुष्य, ईश्वर पुत्र आदिश्री अरुण आपसे यह कहता है कि यह दुनिया बहुत बड़ा युद्ध भूमि है। असली कुरुक्षेत्र तो तुम्हारे अंदर है। अज्ञानता और अविद्या धृतराष्ट्र है और हरेक आत्मा अर्जुन है और तुम्हारे आत्मा में ईश्वर का निवास है जो इस रथ रूपी इस रथ का सारथी है। इंद्रियां इस रथ के घोड़े हैं। कामना, क्रोध तथा लोभ ही मनुष्य का महान शत्रु है। गीता मनुष्य के जीवन के शत्रुओं से लड़ना सिखाती है और ईश्वर से गहरा नाता जोड़ने में मदद करती है। गीता अध्याय 3 में अर्जुन ने भगवान श्री कृष्ण के सामने यह प्रश्न रखा कि जब आप कहते हैं कि ज्ञान योग श्रेष्ठ है तो आप मुझे युद्ध रूप भयंकर कर्मों में क्यों लगाते हैं। अर्जुन की निष्काम कर्म योग से अच्छा ज्ञान योग लगा। अर्जुन अच्छी तरह से समझ चुका था कि ज्ञान योग और कर्म योग दोनों मार्गों में ही कर्म करना पड़ेगा। लेकिन अर्जुन भगवान श्री कृष्ण से उन दोनों मार्गों में से किसी एक को चुनने के लिए कहते हैं जो अर्जुन के लिए सबसे कल्याणकारी होगा। भगवान श्री कृष्ण उसे तत्वदर्शी ज्ञानी पुरुष की शरण लेने के लिए प्रेरित करते हैं। क्यों? क्योंकि समझने के लिए केवल एक वही स्थान है। आगे भगवान श्री कृष्ण और ईश्वर पुत्र आदिश्री अरुण क्या कहते हैं, इसको जानने के लिए आपको रेडियंट उपदेश ऑफ गीता चैप्टर 5 के सफर में चलने के लिए निकल पड़िए। तो क्या आप रेडियंट उपदेश ऑफ गीता चैप्टर 5 के सफर में चलने के लिए तैयार हैं?
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे संभवामि युगे युगे।
Oh man, the Gita is my place and I sleep on it. And on the basis of this knowledge, I maintain the three worlds. The Gita is the theology of entire human race, in which every question that arises in the mind of every human being has an answer. That is, the solution of every problem of human's life is hidden in the verses of Gita. Chapter 18 and 700 Gita verses of contain answer to the question related to life such as karma, dharma, birth, death, truth, falsehood, etc., etc. The Gita contains within itself the teaching of Lord Krishna or Son of God Aadishri Arun. The Gita is considered to be the essence of Vedas and Upanishads. Those who are unable to read the Vedas can gain knowledge by reading the Gita. Gita not only tells you the right way to live life, but it will also make you immerse yourself in the eternal form of God. In this fleeting world, the souls suffering from sorrow, anger, ego, jealousy, etc., etc., come to the Gita and show the path of spirituality to attain salvation. Gita preaches about attaining endurance, contentment, peace, salvation, and siddhis. Oh man, Aadishri Arun tells you that this world is a big battleground. The real Kurukshetra is inside you. Ignorance and avidya are Dhritarashtra, and every soul is Arjuna, and in your soul resides God, who is the charioteer of this chariot. The senses are the horses of the chariot. Desire, anger, and greed are the great enemies of man. The Gita teaches to fight the enemies of human life and helps to establish a deep connection with God. In Gita chapter 3, Arjuna put the question before Lord Krishna that when you say that the yoga of knowledge is superior, then why do you engage me in terrible deeds in the form of war? Arjuna's Niskama Karma Yoga was better than the yoga of knowledge. Arjuna understood very well that action has to be taken in both the paths of Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga. But Arjuna asks, Lord Krishna to choose between the two paths which will be the most beneficial for Arjuna. Lord Sri Krishna prompts him to understand, to take shelter of the Tattvadarshi Jnani Purush. Why? Because there is only one place to understand. Next, what to do Krishna and Ishwar Putra Aadishri Arun say. To know this, set out to walk the journey of radiant Updesh of Gita chapter 5. So, are you ready to embark on the journey of radiant Updesh of Gita chapter 5?
आदिश्री देने चले भक्तों को जब ज्ञान, ब्रह्म ज्ञान में खो गए, केंद्रित हो गया ध्यान। जब देने को चल दिए आदिश्री जी ज्ञान, भक्त ध्यान में खो गए, केंद्रित हो गया ध्यान, केंद्रित हो गया ध्यान। ब्रह्मा जागे नारद चौंके, ब्रह्मा जागे नारद चौंके, त्रिभुवन में कौतूहल जागा। चारों दिशाएं शांत हुई और ध्यान धारा पे सभी का लागा। चारों दिशाएं शांत हुई और ध्यान धारा पे सभी का लागा। गीता का महाज्ञान सुनने को, गीता का महाज्ञान सुनने को शिव ने ध्यान समाधि त्यागा। एक अर्जुन के निमित्त मिलेगा, एक अर्जुन के निमित्त मिलेगा, ज्ञानामृत सबको बिनु मांगा। आत्मा अजर अमर है सदा से, अग्नि भी जिसको जला ना पाए। आत्मा महासागर है इसकी, कोई भी थाह को जान ना पाए। बहरूपिया मन पापी है, तो हर पल स्वांग रचाए। मन के बहकावे में नया तू, ये मन बहकावे में डाले। मन के बहकावे में नया तू, ये मन बहकावे में डाले। तू इस मन का दास ना बन, इस मन को अपना दास बना ले। मन के बहकावे में नया तू, ये मन बहकावे में डाले, मन के बहकावे में नया तू, ये मन बहकावे में डाले। तू इस मन का दास ना बन, इस मन को अपना दास बना ले। आदिश्री प्रेम अवतार, जय जय प्रेम अवतार। आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की। आदिश्री प्रेम अवतार, जय जय प्रेम अवतार। आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, जय जय प्रेम अवतार। आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की। आदिश्री प्रेम अवतार, जय जय प्रेम अवतार। आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की। आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री प्रेम अवतार, जय जय प्रेम अवतार। आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, 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 आदिश्री जय जय कल्की। आदिश्री देने चले भक्तों को जब ज्ञान, ब्रह्म ज्ञान में खो गए, केंद्रित हो गया ध्यान। जब देने को चल दिए आदिश्री जी ज्ञान, भक्त ध्यान में खो गए, केंद्रित हो गया ध्यान, केंद्रित हो गया ध्यान। ब्रह्मा जागे नारद चौंके, ब्रह्मा जागे नारद चौंके, त्रिभुवन में कौतूहल जागा। चारों दिशाएं शांत हुई और ध्यान धारा पे सभी का लागा। चारों दिशाएं शांत हुई और ध्यान धारा पे सभी का लागा। गीता का महाज्ञान सुनने को, गीता का महाज्ञान सुनने को शिव ने ध्यान समाधि त्यागा। एक अर्जुन के निमित्त मिलेगा, एक अर्जुन के निमित्त मिलेगा, ज्ञानामृत सबको बिनु मांगा। आत्मा अजर अमर है सदा से, अग्नि भी जिसको जला ना पाए। आत्मा महासागर है इसकी, कोई भी थाह को जान ना पाए। बहरूपिया मन पापी है, बहरूपिया मन पापी है, ये तो हर पल स्वांग रचाए। मन के बहकावे में नया तू, ये मन बहकावे में डाले। मन के बहकावे में नया तू, ये मन बहकावे में डाले। तू इस मन का दास ना बन, इस मन को अपना दास बना ले। मन के बहकावे में नया तू, ये मन बहकावे में डाले। मन के बहकावे में नया तू, ये मन बहकावे में डाले। तू इस मन का दास ना बन, इस मन को अपना दास बना ले। आदिश्री प्रेम अवतार, जय जय प्रेम अवतार। आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की। आदिश्री प्रेम अवतार, जय जय प्रेम अवतार। आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, जय जय प्रेम अवतार। आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की। आदिश्री प्रेम अवतार, जय जय प्रेम अवतार। आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की। आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की। आदिश्री प्रेम अवतार, जय जय प्रेम अवतार। आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की। आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्की। आदिश्री देने चले भक्तों को जब ज्ञान, ब्रह्म ज्ञान में खो गए, केंद्रित हो गया ध्यान। जब देने को चल दिए आदिश्री जी ज्ञान, भक्त ध्यान में खो गए, केंद्रित हो गया ध्यान। केंद्रित हो गया ध्यान। ब्रह्मा जागे नारद चौंके, ब्रह्मा जागे नारद चौंके, त्रिभुवन में कौतूहल जागा। चारों दिशाएं शांत हुई और ध्यान धारा पे सभी का लागा। चारों दिशाएं शांत हुई और ध्यान धारा पे सभी का लागा। गीता का महाज्ञान सुनने को, गीता का महाज्ञान सुनने को शिव ने ध्यान समाधि त्यागा। एक अर्जुन के निमित्त मिलेगा, एक अर्जुन के निमित्त मिलेगा, ज्ञानामृत सबको बिनु मांगा। आत्मा अजर अमर है सदा से, अग्नि भी जिसको जला ना पाए। आत्मा महासागर है इसकी, कोई भी थाह को जान ना पाए। बहरूपिया मन पापी है, तो हर पल स्वांग रचाए। मन के बहकावे में नया तू, ये मन बहकावे में डाले। मन के बहकावे में नया तू, ये मन बहकावे में डाले। तू इस मन का दास ना बन, इस मन को अपना दास बना ले। मन के बहकावे में नया तू, ये मन बहकावे में डाले। मन के बहकावे में नया तू, ये मन बहकावे में डाले। तू इस मन का दास ना बन, इस मन को अपना दास बना ले। आदिश्री प्रेम अवतार, जय जय प्रेम अवतार। आदिश्री जय जय कल की, आदिश्री जय जय कल की। आदिश्री जय जय कल की, आदिश्री जय जय कल की। आदिश्री प्रेम अवतार, जय जय प्रेम अवतार। आदिश्री जय जय कल की, जय जय प्रेम अवतार। आदिश्री जय जय कल की, आदिश्री जय जय कल की। आदिश्री जय जय कल की, आदिश्री जय जय कल्कि आदिश्री प्रेम अवतार जय जय प्रेम अवतार आदिश्री जय जय कल्कि 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 आदिश्री प्रेम अवतार जय जय प्रेम अवतार आदिश्री जय जय कल्कि 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 आदिश्री जय जय कल्कि
Radiant Updesh of Gita, Chapter 5, is called Karm Sannyas Yoga. While traveling in the Ganges of Gita, you have come to Chapter 5. O man, the Gita is the essence of the Vedas and the Upanishads. If you understand the Gita well, then understand that you have acquired the knowledge of the Vedas. Therefore, there is no greater knowledge than the Gita. If you understand the Gita well, there is nothing in the world that you cannot do. So let me now begin the journey of Radiant Updesh of Gita chapter 5. O man, in Radiant Updesh of Gita chapter 4, you received the amazing knowledge through Son of God Aadishri Arun. The Son of God Aadishri Arun or Lord Shri Krishna told that in the beginning of this cycle, I taught this eternal science of yoga to the God Son, Vivaswan. God's son told this yoga to his son Manu. Manu told this yoga to his son Ikshwaku. In this way, the science of yoga received by the royal sages in a continuous tradition. But with a long passage of time, it was lost to the world. Today, I have told you this ancient yoga because you are my devotee and also my friend. Therefore, I am imparting this secret knowledge to you. The second time he said, "O man, I am not born like ordinary beings. I am imperishable and also unborn. I am the God of all beings. Therefore, I am not born like a natural man. Rather, I subjugate nature and manifest through my Yogmaya." Arjun asked Lord Krishna that, "O Lord, you are all in all. You are the Lord of all the pastoral world. You are the ruler of three lokas. Then what on earth do you need to take birth?" Lord Krishna replied, "I don't need it, but when the creatures of the mortal world need me, then I descend on the earth." Arjun asked Lord Krishna that when do you need him? Lord Shri Krishna said that when there is loss of truth and righteousness, and the increase of unrighteousness and untruth, and the kingdom of sin is established, then I manifest myself. Both my birth and my actions are divine. One who knows this divine truth, and when he leaves his old body, he does not have to take birth again. He received me directly. Lord Krishna said for the third time that the goal of both Gyan Yoga and Karma Yoga is the same. The both path of Gyan Yoga and Karma Yoga lead man to God. Therefore, both the yogas are good. But the practice of Karma Yoga is easier than Gyan Yoga. Lord Krishna said for the fourth time that yajna is performed for the welfare of the people and also for the worship of God. Therefore, when you have to act, do all your actions either for the welfare of the people or for the sake of God. By this, your actions will become holy and divine like a sacrifice. Therefore, if you go on doing it by considering the action, then you will be free from the bondage of karma. O man, many types of yogas have been mentioned in the scriptures by which beings worship the deities and please them. O man, all the gods are the form of God. So through these yajnas, human beings worship only God. O man, first of all know what is a yajna. To surrender one of your best things, one's riches, one's own special feelings, but also some of your intense desire, to the feet of me, the Supreme Soul, this is called yajna. Human beings, by their own devotion in different ways to worship different deities, they perform havan, etc. That is also called yajna. And some people are supremely knowledgeable, they work for the wealth, etc. That too is a yajna. It is called dravya yajna. Many yogis who donate knowledge out of selfishness, it is called Gyan Yajna. In addition, some of the Ashtang worthy means are such that many yogis perform life sacrifices based on the practices of pranayam for half spiritual attainments. Ashtanga yoga is a type of divine therapy. It destroys all the diseases of man. Now the question arises that how is the yajna based on the action of pranayam? O man, yogis perform havan for pran vayu in apan vayu and sometimes perform havan for apan vayu in pran vayu by means of both mantra and tantra. Only a few yogis and a few, by esoteric yogic science, by stopping the movement of both the life air and the insult air, offer their lives in the soul itself. Now the question arises that what is apan vayu and what is pran vayu? In the language of yoga, the outgoing and exhaling air during pranayam is called pran and the incoming breath is called apan vayu. Pranayam is also a yajna. At the time of this yajna, the exhalation of pran and apan, that is in belief drawn in, is supplemented by pranayam with the havan. And conversely, in the Puranas, the havan of apan results in laxative pranayam. With the cessation of both pran and apan, that pranayam becomes kumbhak. Apart from this Vyan, Udan and Saman are also three Vayu. And Udan Vayu, the air that comes out at the time of death is called Udan. The one who delivers the same hormonal juice to all the places in the body is called Saman. Pran, Apan, Vyan, Saman and Udan are called Panch Pran. Now the question arises that where is this Panch Pran located in the human body? O man, soul is situated in the heart. The place of Apan is below the navel of man, which is called Mooladhar. Saman Vayu is situated in the stomach
पेट में स्थित है
and Udan Vayu is situated in the throat of man. And where is the place of Vyan Vayu? Vyan Vayu is present throughout the human body. According to Yoga Shastra, by doing pranayam and yoga, longevity is obtained for doing public welfare works. It also gives physical and mental health, which gives spiritual consciousness to the creature.
मानसिक स्वास्थ्य भी मिलता है जिससे प्राणी को
Now get ready and see what all things Radiant Updesh of Gita chapter 5 has to offer you in your journey. O God, you have told many types of yajnas, and especially liquid yajna is not possible either for the poor man. That is why, O Lord, tell us that which is the best and which is the best yajna so that people can be benefited. O man, the sacrifice of knowledge is the best, ignoring the liquid sacrifice. Lord Krishna and God's son Aadishri Arun said so, because the highest welfare of man can be achieved only on the strength of knowledge. All the living beings in the world can be benefited only by the power of knowledge. Knowledge only makes a man aware of good and bad, sins and virtues, religion and adharma. Even through knowledge, the creature gets accurate knowledge of the nature of God. O man, knowledge is that fire in which all the vices, arrogance and ego etc. of man are burnt to ashes. O man, even the value of devotion is knowledge. That is, the origin of devotion is also from knowledge. On reaching the top of the mountain of knowledge, man gets the knowledge that there is a clear sky far above the top of the mountain of knowledge. where there is the kingdom of devotion, and when the creature reaches the sky of devotion, then the same God, holding the hand of that devotee, takes him to his lotus feet. O man, understand that by climbing the last ladder of knowledge, one gets the wings of faith, and with the help of the wings of faith, one starts flying in the sky of devotion. That is why, O man, I have described Gyan Yoga as the best. It is only through knowledge that he will first see the whole creation within himself. Then again, he will see everything contained in the only one God. When you attain this knowledge, then even if you are not the biggest sinner in the world, you will sit in this new form of knowledge and easily cross the ocean of sins and reach the refuge of God. You listen to its every word, and let's get immersed in the word. Arjun told Lord Krishna that once, "O Krishna, you used to talk about renunciation of actions, but now you praise Karma Yoga. O God, directly tell me that which is beneficial for me." O man, when you ask the other person the way to go somewhere, and if that person tells you two ways, what would you say? "Hey brother, tell me which is the easiest way from where I can reach my destination soon." Where you do not get the right answer, then like Arjun, you should never hold back to get the answer. One just has to live his daily life with integrity and duty. Oh man, a person who is neither jealous of anyone nor has any desire to get anything, such a karma yogi should be considered as a sannyasi. Why? Because such people who are freed from attachment and anger, such people are freed from the bondage of the world. They either have a desire to get something like fame or money, or a situation that you hate and want to get out of. When they are trapped in the bondage of such a world, they cannot do anything else. They just go on getting stuck. Lord Krishna says that both Karma Sannyas and Karma Yoga are beneficial, but Karma Yoga is better in both of them because of the easy means. Both the paths will lead to the destination, but one way is difficult. In this, there are rivers, streams, mountains, and trenches. But the other way is much easier than this, and this is the path of Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is the path that each of us can do at all times. No special preparation is required for this. But oh man, there is nothing better than if you can leave both of them. If you have neither desire nor hatred for anyone, then you will become such a karma yogi who will be considered a true sannyasi. Oh man, those who accept that renunciation and karma yoga yield different results, such people are also great fools among fools. Oh man, sannyas and karma are two different paths, and whose destination is that God in whom you have to meet one day. Don't believe the sannyasis who leave the world in ochre-colored clothes and live by begging. The real sannyasi is the one who has conquered his feelings. Oh man, the person who considers good and bad to be the same and who wants to attain God by staying in karma yoga is also not wrong, because you have to choose your own path. Oh man, it is the final destination for knowledge yogis to reach the supreme abode, and the final destination for karma yogis to reach the supreme abode. Therefore, a sensible person should consider Gyan Yoga and Karma Yoga one and the same. Oh man, those who go from place to place giving knowledge that worship God all the time and do not do any work, it is hypocrisy. Oh man, just as Gyan Yoga is the way to reach the destination, in the same way, you can also reach the destination through Karma Yoga. The point to be noted in this is that the son of God Aadishri Arun or Lord Shri Krishna never talks of leaving the family or giving up his duty. Oh man, today I want to explain to you the importance of Karma Yoga. The son of God Aadishri Arun says that sannyas means knowledge yoga. Even in sannyas yoga, the accomplishment of Gyan Yoga is attained only by resorting to Karma Yoga. O man, if you rise above the philosophy of the people of the world and consider my words, then only you will be able to get rid of the bondage of the world and know the truth. If you want to know the truth, then the ego as I am and I do it has to be dropped. Pay attention to how to leave it. The senses are stronger than the physical body. Therefore, control the physical body with the senses. The mind is stronger than the senses. Therefore, control the senses with the mind. Knowledge is stronger than mind because knowledge judges right or wrong. Thus, control the mind with knowledge. Therefore, by controlling the senses with the intellect, do karma completely by giving up the desire for the fruit. Whatever you do, offer it to the God. By doing this, the good and inauspicious results produced by that action will be destroyed and you will be saved from the bondage of karma. If you act in the way I have told you, your ego will automatically drop. Oh man, even if you have taken the help of Gyan Yoga, then you will have to do this Karma Yoga. So you tell me why should not do Karma Yoga directly? Oh man, if you fill the water of the river in the pitcher, it remains only water. That's how you came out of that God and you belong to him. There will be no difference between you and the God. A sack is rice. You take it to the shop to sell. The shopkeeper does not charge the price by looking at each and every rice of that sack. He inserts the bama in the sack, takes out a sample of rice and sees it and guesses that this sack will contain the same rice, and on the basis of this sample decides the price of rice. In the same way, to know how God is, you should know your soul. How is your soul? The soul is a small particle of light or a subtler than a subtle light. He is pure, calm and blissful. O man, the person whose mind is under his control, who has conquered the senses and who is absolutely pure from within and has made himself absolutely pure. Such a karma yogi does not fall in the trap of karma even while performing such karma. When a person comes to a very pure and pure state, then he is faced with his own soul. Oh man, this is the biggest truth of the world, and this is the whole game of knowing someone, and this is being explained by the Son of God, Aadishri Arun, in different ways.
आत्मा है वह सत्य की जिसको शस्त्र काट नहीं पावे हो। अलख अभेद्य नित्य को कोई कैसे लक्ष्य बनावे हो। अग्नि का भाग चर्म का तन है, तन को भस्म बनावे हो। अमर तुम्हारे कौन अचर को कैसे अग्नि जलावे हो। आत्मा नहीं माटी की मूरत जिसको नीर गलावे हो। यह तो है महासागर इसकी कोई था न पावे हो। मन से बड़ा बहरूपिया न कोई, पल पल रचता स्वांग निराले। माया ममता में उलझा रहे वो, पर जाए जो मन के पाले। मन के बहकावे में न आ, मन राह भुलावे भ्रम में डाले। तो इस मन का दास न बन, मन को अपना दास मना ले।
One who has come to know this truth and one who has attained this knowledge sees, hears, touches, smells, eats, sleeps, breathes, speaks and does everything. Oh man, there is a big difference between what I do and you do, that wise and you. Even though he is doing everything, he is knowing that it is not him that someone else is doing. He does not consider himself to be the doer of all this, rather he considers God to be behind all this. That person entrusts his every action to God. You understand that you are the ones who run your world, but this is the difference between you and a wise man. Oh man, look carefully at the lotus flower. It is in the mud and water keeps on coming from it, but its leaf will always be dry. It does not indulge in it even after being in the mud. This is the sign of a wise man. Such a person is called a wise person who lives in this world, performs all his duties, but does not get indulged in it, and does not get caught in their whirlwinds. Oh man, you cannot escape responsibilities. Running away from responsibilities is cowardice. Responsibilities are to be fulfilled by every human being. All the work of the world will have to be done, but this work has to be done in such a way that you do not have to get stuck. Oh man, who are karma yogis? Just try to understand them. Yogis perform actions with their body, mind, intellect, or senses, but they keep on offering or surrendering every action from within. From the outside, it seems that they are doing everything just like us. Just like we have family, servants, jobs, everything is like mine. But it just looks like this. In fact, the yogi is very calm and serious from inside, because that person has come to know the relationship between the inner soul and the supreme soul. After that, he does all the work.
आदिश्री ने फिर से बताया गीता का वो ज्ञान, गीता का वो ज्ञान। सबको मुक्ति का मार्ग दिखाया आदिश्री ने, सबको मुक्ति का मार्ग दिखाया आदिश्री ने। अद्भुत गीता का ज्ञान बताया आदिश्री ने, अद्भुत गीता का ज्ञान बताया आदिश्री ने। सबको मुक्ति का मार्ग दिखाया आदिश्री ने, अद्भुत गीता का ज्ञान बताया आदिश्री ने, अद्भुत गीता का ज्ञान बताया आदिश्री ने। अद्भुत 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 है ये गीता का ज्ञान, अद्भुत 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 है ये गीता का ज्ञान। ध्यान योग से मन को समझ ले, ध्यान योग से मन को समझ ले। इंद्रियों को अपने वश में कर ले, इंद्रियों को अपने वश में कर ले। ब्रह्म ज्ञान का पाठ पढ़ाया, ब्रह्म ज्ञान का पाठ पढ़ाया आदिश्री ने। अद्भुत गीता का ज्ञान बताया आदिश्री ने, अद्भुत गीता का ज्ञान बताया आदिश्री ने। ईश्वर पुत्र की अद्भुत माया, ईश्वर पुत्र की अद्भुत माया। कोई भी भेद ये समझ ना पाया, कोई भी भेद ये समझ ना पाया। धर्म अधर्म का भेद बताया आदिश्री ने, धर्म अधर्म का भेद बताया आदिश्री ने। अद्भुत गीता का ज्ञान बताया आदिश्री ने, अद्भुत गीता का ज्ञान बताया आदिश्री ने। आदिश्री है जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे। आदिश्री है जग से न्यारे, न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से। मन को वश में करते हैं जो, मन को वश में करते हैं जो। ब्रह्म योग और ध्यान धरारे, आदिश्री हैं जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे। ओ आदिश्री है जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से, जग से आदिश्री है जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे।
O man, I, the son of God Aadishri Arun, want to inform you that a Karma Yogi renounces the fruits of his actions, and it is because of this renunciation that he attains God. And on the other hand, those who are not Karma Yogis, like most of you people, are like people whose desire is the fruits of karma. That's why they get tied up in it, and they are never able to get rid of the troubles of this world. Oh man, there is a small difference between the two. Both are doing karma, but one has nothing to do with the result of karma, and the other has to do with the fruits of actions. But the result of this small difference is huge. Oh man, the body is a house with 9 gates. 9 gates like 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 1 urinary gate, and the stool gate. And through these 9 gates, man deals with the outside world. No work in the world is possible without using these 9 gates. Oh man, seeing a Sankhya Yoga or Gyan Yoga sannyasi living in this house with 9 gates, he is doing all the work like you all. But from inside, he is completely different. Everything inside him is connected with God, and that is why he is not actually doing anything. Rather, he has understood inaction in action. That person considers himself just a medium. He is doing God's work because that person has come to know the relationship between the inner soul and the Supreme Soul. After knowing this truth, he does all the work. Oh man, the son of God Aadishri Arun tells you that one is the Prakriti of a person and the other is his nature. As Prakriti has an effect on your nature, in the same way a person treats others. God neither creates your actions nor the fruits of your actions. Oh man, how you will behave with other human beings depends on your Prakriti and nature. How you will behave, it completely determines your nature and your nature. If your behavior is perverted or your behavior is very good, then it depends on your Prakriti and nature. Oh man, what will be the karma you have done, And what will you get according to that karma? That person himself is responsible for all this. Do not think that I had worked hard, but God did not give its fruits. Oh man, everything is inside you. You just need to bring it in front of you. Oh man, the Lord neither accepts anyone's sinful deeds nor accepts anyone's good deeds. Whether it is a sin or a virtue, it is yours. Then what does God have to do with him? Whatever kind of actions you do due to your nature and your nature, you get the result of sin or virtue. The result that comes from the mixture of sin and virtue, or after assessing the result of sin and virtue, is called prarabdha. To enjoy that destiny, man takes on a new body, that is, he is reborn. That person has to suffer happiness and sorrow according to his destiny. Oh man, not only do you have to suffer sorrows in your entire life, but there comes a time to enjoy happiness as well. Think of it in this way, that destiny is a chakri or coin, and half of that chakri or coin has sorrow and half is happiness. And it is spinning. When the happiness part of the chakri or coin turns around and comes in front of you, then you feel happiness. When the sad part of the chakri or coin turns around and comes in front of you, then you feel sad.
हे मनुष्य, तुम कर्म कर सकते हो, कर्म करने के लिए संकल्प कर सकते हो, परंतु इसका फल पाना तुम्हारे हाथ में नहीं है। मान लो कि अच्छा भोजन बना है और भोजन खाने के लिए तुमको दिया गया है। भोजन स्वादिष्ट भी है और तुम इसको खाने के लिए हाथ से उठाकर मुंह में डालने वाले हो, परंतु यदि खाना का निवाला
You can do action, you can resolve to do the work, but it is not in your hands to get its fruits. Suppose good food is prepared and food is given to you to eat. Food is delicious too, and you are about to pick it up and put it in your mouth to eat. But if you do not have a morsel of food in your destiny, then you will not be able to keep even a grain of food in your mouth. Oh man, only the resolution of your action is in your hands, but its fruits are not in your possession. Oh man, I will tell you how. Oh man, just imagine the scene in front of a rich man, in front of a large delicious food platter by the neighbors. The plates are of gold, hot dishes are full of which he is very happy to see. He takes the first bite with great pleasure. Have seen that if you are not in destiny, even reaching the mouth, the morsel is snatched away. But oh man, even this example does not mean that you leave everything to destiny and become indolent yourself. Remember that I have said that human beings are entitled to work, not the right to receive results. You have knowledge within yourself, but it is covered by ignorance. Because of that, all bad things happen. If you recognize it, then only good will be good. Where there is darkness, nothing is visible, and when there is light, everything is revealed. Similarly, it happens with the ignorance within us. As soon as we understand the truth of God, as soon as we understand that the soul within us is the same, there is a part of God, in the same way there is light immediately. This light is like the rise of a new sun. The biggest thing is that we consider ourselves to be the most wise, understand that we know everything. It is wrong. First of all, accept that we do not know anything. Then only the way will open for the coming of knowledge, or else you will always be ignorant. There can be talk of knowledge. Do you find it boring philosophy or nonsense? You just think if someone wants to understand the most boring truth in the world, then what can anyone say to him? Krishna says that whose mind runs according to the words of God, wisdom guides him on the right path. Whose meditation is always focused on that God, such people one day get free from the bondage of birth due to karma and merge in the same God, and that is called the ultimate supreme abode. It is available to only a few people. Can you find them among them? A like seer means that one who can see the wise and the great sinner, or the cow and the dog with the same sense of the cow or the elephant. He has the right to be called a knowledgeable himself. Knowledge, first of all, eliminates the discrimination inside us. We do not see discrimination all around. Even today, people are not ready to follow what Lord Krishna said thousands of years ago. If you want to gain knowledge, you must create equanimity in yourself. In ignorance or arrogance, it is foolish to consider someone small or big. O man, the one who got equanimity in his mind, he won this world alive. Getting more money, bigger house, bigger name in the world you live in is considered a victory. But Lord Krishna does not believe so. According to him, the world can be conquered by the one who has conquered his mind. The state of equanimity can be created only when the mind is victorious. What is the use of money that cannot end discrimination against people in your mind? A man who is not happy when he is good and does not get upset when he is bad, he is called a person with stable intellect and doubtless. Steady intelligence means not getting distracted in difficult situations. That is, when a decision has to be taken even in difficult situations, then in that situation also your intellect should remain stable and the decision should be taken right. Eyes see, ears hear, tongue tells taste, skin touches. Enjoyment of these senses and their objects gives you pleasure. You get happiness from all this. O man, in fact, the enjoyment of all these senses is the cause of all your miseries. Food tastes good only as long as you are eating it. Listening to something good also gives pleasure only for a short time. Therefore, all the pleasures of the senses are perishable. That is why wise men do not get caught up in the pleasures of these senses. O man, those who are all pleasures arising from the union of senses and objects, although they feel pleasure in the form of pleasure to the objects of the object, are also the cause of sorrow and are the beginning end, that is impermanent. That is why the wise and prudent man does not indulge in them. The person who leaves the pleasures outside and looks inside himself after coming out of the pleasures of the senses and who recognizes his inner soul and remains happy in it, that person is knowledgeable. And such a person attains Supreme God. O man, whose all sins have been eradicated, whose doubts have been removed by knowledge, who are engaged in the welfare of all beings, and whose winning mind, while doing his work, is situated in the Supreme God, only such a person attains the God. O man, the seeker who is able to bear the velocity arising from this human body, even before the body is destroyed, is the Purush yogi and he is the only one who is happy. Oh man, the person who is happy in the soul, who enjoys himself in the soul and who is knowledgeable in the soul, the Sankhya yogi who attains oneness with the supreme soul, attains to the peaceful Brahm. O man, whose all sins have been destroyed, whose doubts are cleared by knowledge, who are engaged in the welfare of all beings, and whose conquered mind is fixed in the Supreme Lord, they attain to the Brahmavetta Purush, peaceful Brahm. O man, without contemplating the pleasures of the outside, by taking them out and having the eyes fixed in the middle of the forehead, and equalizing the pran and the apan air that moves in the nostrils, one whose senses, mind and intellect are victorious, one who is liberated, the sage has become free from desire, fear and anger, he is always free. O man, he who shall consider me the enjoyer of sacrifices and all that is internally pure, and who is devoted to me, the God of all the worlds and the well-wisher of all the beings, attains true, everlasting peace. O man, this was the radiant Updesh of Gita chapter 5, in which I cleared your dilemma and told that both Sannyas Yoga or Gyan Yoga and the Karma Yoga lead to God. But Karma Yoga is better than Sannyas Yoga, that is Gyan Yoga. It is the link between this world and that world. Oh man, today you heard chapter 5 of Radiant Updesh of Gita, and here you give permission to your son of God Aadishri Arun. Now next Thursday, I will come again in front of you with the 6th chapter of Radiant Updesh of Gita. On that day, you will be ready to go on the journey of the 6th chapter of Radiant Updesh of Gita. Till then, you wait. Thank you.
साथ सदा है जिनके रहते, साथ सदा है जिनके रहते, शिरकल के भगवान आदिश्री ने फिर से बताया गीता का वो ज्ञान, गीता का वो ज्ञान। सबको मुक्ति का मार्ग दिखाया आदिश्री ने, सबको मुक्ति का मार्ग दिखाया आदिश्री ने, अद्भुत गीता का ज्ञान बताया आदिश्री ने, अद्भुत गीता का ज्ञान बताया आदिश्री ने, सबको मुक्ति का मार्ग दिखाया आदिश्री ने, अद्भुत गीता का ज्ञान बताया आदिश्री ने, अद्भुत गीता का ज्ञान बताया आदिश्री ने। अद्भुत 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 है ये गीता का ज्ञान, अद्भुत 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 है ये गीता का ज्ञान। ध्यान योग से मन को समझ ले, ध्यान योग से मन को समझ ले, इंद्रियों को अपने वश में कर ले, इंद्रियों को अपने वश में कर ले, ब्रह्म ज्ञान का पाठ पढ़ाया, ब्रह्म ज्ञान का पाठ पढ़ाया आदिश्री ने, अद्भुत गीता का ज्ञान बताया आदिश्री ने, अद्भुत गीता का ज्ञान बताया आदिश्री ने। ईश्वर पुत्र की अद्भुत माया, ईश्वर पुत्र की अद्भुत माया, कोई भी भेद ये समझ ना पाया, कोई भी भेद ये समझ ना पाया, धर्म अधर्म का भेद बताया आदिश्री ने, धर्म अधर्म का भेद बताया आदिश्री ने, अद्भुत गीता का ज्ञान बताया आदिश्री ने, अद्भुत गीता का ज्ञान बताया आदिश्री ने। आदिश्री है जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे। आदिश्री है जग से न्यारे, न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से। मन को वश में करते हैं जो, मन को वश में करते हैं जो, ब्रह्म योग और ध्यान धरारे। आदिश्री है जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे। ओ आदिश्री है जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से, जग से आदिश्री है जग से न्यारे, जग से न्यारे, जग से